Self-love versus self-respect. That's the topic for today. This is honestly the biggest mindset shift and implementation, I guess, I did in 2023 to get to this version that I am today. It feels really nice to be here, guys. Like, honestly, I went through multiple different versions of myself in 2023 alone. Yeah, it was such a long ride. Damn. And I'm here to give you guys the shortcuts. When you respect someone, you don't want to do anything to disrespect them, right? For example, I'm sure a lot of you guys are in school right now, so I'm sure you have at least one prof that you really respect. You wouldn't really want to do anything to insinuate that you disrespect them. For me, it's my grandparents. I wouldn't do anything or go out of my way to try and ignore them while they're having a conversation with me, or like not do what they ask me to do, like favor wise. Like, that would just be so disrespectful. And the thing with love is that sometimes we can have rose colored glasses on. I know, especially for me, this has been a major problem with my love life. If you don't heal because of your upbringing, you may have certain things that you gravitate towards. For me, I brush off narcissistic traits. It crosses a lot of boundaries for me, but I'm like, you know what? This is love. This is okay. I love this person. They're a great person. When really, is it okay? Is it really okay? These are things that you set in stone for yourself, and some other person is crossing those boundaries. But if you have enough self-respect, lucky you, because you start valuing yourself and you start seeing yourself in a different way. So you basically put yourself on a pedestal and you're like, okay, wow, I value myself over this person that is treating me like garbage. So I'ma just leave. Or you have conversations with this person saying, hey, these are boundaries that you have crossed and it's not okay. And there we go. All these people that you thought loved you but obviously have hurt you, they start falling away once you have self-respect. And then you start telling the universe, everyone starts seeing you as somebody of value because you value yourself. It's honestly a great little cycle if you can get through the hardest part, which is having enough self-respect to start seeing and being aware of these bad habits, these bad people in your life. And the hardest part is honestly like cutting away from that identity. And the thing with self-love is that for me personally, it wasn't cutthroat enough, I guess. There wasn't set boundaries. Like, whenever I would do something like drinking or like doing any drugs, I would just be like, you know, this is good for my mental health because I feel better. It's so easy to brush off as self-love, and if you have self-respect, then you respect your body too. You value your body. So I think that's the key difference, is like you start respecting boundaries that you put up for yourself. You start seeing value in yourself and say, hey, this is not good for me. These are things that I need to cut away from. So you start becoming a better person that way, because you're like, wow, oh my gosh, all these people are so bad. Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys a brief preview, I guess, of my 2023. A lot had happened during that year, so mentally I was just like not the best. But in January, I did so much shit to my body and my mind uh that just was not good for me. I brushed it off as self-love because I was like, oh no, I feel better. I feel better though, like when I do these things, so it's okay. But I was partying, I was drinking, I was like smoking a lot, all these different things that are not good for you, honestly. And I was pairing that with the gym, so I was like, okay, you know, it's self-love because I'm taking care of my body, but I'm also taking care of my mind because I'm alleviating all of this stress on the weekends. And when I say party, I mean like every weekend party and go clubbing. And it was terrible for me. And the thing is, when you're on the self-improvement journey, there will be glimpses in your year that you feel off when you're doing these very destructive things. But if you don't listen to them, you're just gonna keep falling into this hole, and it's just gonna become a bigger and bigger and bigger hole for you to get yourself out of. And that's kind of what happened to me until really September of 2023. That's when I moved out. I cut out pretty much all of the people that held me to this identity that I didn't want to be anymore. I was basically labeled as a victim in everyone's life, and I didn't want to be that anymore. I left the place that I was staying at. I got a new place, and I was like, fuck this. I don't want to be this anymore. And just have enough self-respect to say, hey, these people are not good for me. They're holding me to an identity that I don't want to be anymore. And sometimes it's just better to get away from it all. If you can't get away from it all, go to a place where you can, like during the times that you can. For me, it was the library. So I would go to the library a lot and do some reflecting and just have quiet time to myself, kind of brainstorm ideas of how to get out of my environment that I was in. And yeah, honestly, you start realizing these things like when you have these moments of solitude, which is why I emphasize so heavily in my last video to take time to yourself when you can, because you're gonna notice and realize a lot of things in your life that you need to either cut away from or you need to add to your life. And it's just a great time if you start knowing who you are and start living that way, because at the end of the day, you're living for yourself. Nobody at the end of your life is gonna say like, oh, you know, I wish she was like this instead. Like, nobody's gonna say that. It's your life. So yeah, all I can say is just, if you're living for yourself, then have enough respect for yourself to do all of the things that you need to do, because you know what you need to do. It's just the fact that you don't respect yourself to do them yet, and that's okay. It took me a while to get to where I'm at. My phone is going to run out of storage again, so I just want to say thank you for watching the video. Please, 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 be gentle with yourself this 2024, but have enough respect to do the things that you need to get done, because you know what you need to do. And please start cutting away bad habits, because if you really, really want to change this year, you have to start changing your identity, and it doesn't happen overnight. So like I said, please be gentle, please be patient with yourself. But yeah, I know you guys can do it. Again, thank you for watching the video. I did not expect this much support on my last video, so I will keep posting for you guys. Hopefully you guys got value out of this video, and I will keep posting more.